Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Back once again for just another little video kind of thing. Nothing too big, nothing too long, nothing too crazy. Really coming in to kind of follow up with the other night and everything, letting you guys know I'm doing good still and all that. It was a big bummer, everything that happened and whatnot. It's very sad. But all at the same point, I don't want to dwell too much on all that and everything. Again, respects to the family and everything and all that. But oof, today was the last day he was supposed to work, and it was a rough one. So, thank God that's over with. And funny thing happened today, too. I don't think I was in the wrong on this one, so check this out right quick. The dog wash thing at my store, right? We closed it about an hour early so we can sanitize, clean it, this, that, the other. Customer came in 2 minutes before we closed it, and we left it one open for her. Let her go back there with her dog. She said she'd take 15 minutes. And she took 45. She took all the way up to the last 15 minutes before we closed. And part of the reason why is because she stood there talking with someone she knew, blocking my way to the gate for like 3 minutes. So I'm standing there with the spray bottle, just waiting patiently. And when they finally moved forward enough, I kind of just like quietly slipped by, trying to not really do any talking or anything, just trying to get in, get my job done, move along, because finally she's done. Took 3 times the amount she promised she would, but she finally got done. And I didn't expect a conversation. She turned around and says, "Oh, you could have said excuse me or let me know or something." What? You wanted me to interrupt your conversation just to say, "Hey, I need to work"? It's almost like the same idea as if a waiter is standing there with a plate of food in their hand and you standing in the way of the hallway talking to a friend, and then finally look at the waiter when they finally move past you with a, "Oh, excuse me, you should have told me I was in your way." It's like, well, not dip. You're kind of in the way. You're blocking work, you know? And so I, for the first time in so many years, for a customer, was called rude because of that. And because I didn't expect anything, I just said, "We close in 15 minutes. Like, what do you want me to say outside of that? I just said, "We close in 15 minutes. I wasn't even angry about it. I didn't even shout it. Didn't even, like, give a nasty look. I kind of did a close in 15 minutes. And then went right back to what I was about to do with the spraying and cleaning and sanitizing so we can get that stuff ready for the next day, sort of thing. So I'm in the wrong for skipping past behind someone real quick to try and get my job done. I was trying to do it wordlessly, trying not to say anything. I don't know why she said something, but here's what's funny, though. On the way out, she was telling the guy I was working with, it was just us two for the night closing out, that I was rude. And he said, "Okay, sorry." But that was much longer than 15 minutes, huh? Hit her with that, because she said she promised, because she knew that she was coming right when we were closed, and she promised she'd take 15 minutes, and she took 45. So I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm sorry if you feel that way to that person if they see this. I was simply trying to do my job, so please forgive me. No hard feelings. We good. At least as far as I know, we good. So yeah. Outside of that, that was just a fun little thing that just happened right before work. So I felt like I wanted to mention it. Just like, if I'm in the wrong there for doing that, I would love to hear how I would have done it differently. I just didn't want to interrupt them with their conversation and everything, man. When people be talking, I feel it's more rude to be like, "Hey, stopping your thought and everything you're doing just to say, I need to get past you." So I feel like it would be one of those darned I do, darned if I don't sort of things. But that just happened at the end of the night, so that was funny to me. And no, it's not a complaining thing. I'm not trying to make anyone put down. I'm not doing that. It's just a very funny situation I very, very seldom have to deal with, really. So that's something funny, you know? That's going to be Thursday's my first day off after last Thursday. So I'm doing a 6 days of working in a row, finally off again, which is nice because yesterday I opened. The day before I worked a 10-hour shift. The day before that I went on a day I wasn't supposed to work. Very busy, but it's good. Building money. Not even upset about it. And I'm sure you heard all those noises and things over there. Little Rorschach here. Hi, bud. Whoa. Ate his food. Finally finished off your stuff, huh, friend? Yeah. Rorschach's doing good. All the animals are doing good. I'll do another video going around the house and showing you guys the animals and stuff, too. Oh, big stretches. Big stretches. What you doing? What you doing? But anywho, yeah, so I just wanted to say hello and stuff real quick. Oh, Rorschach, you so silly. I'm right back down. Okay. He's in Zoomy mode. He's kitten mode. But yeah, as I was saying, um, funny little thing. I just thought it'd be a fun story. Again, I'm not trying to be rude or really put anyone down. Just that situation was weird, so I was just like, just want to talk about it. My coworker kept ensuring me I did nothing wrong, nothing happened. But when you try to be good and not be nasty and try to follow the up and up, when someone accuses you of doing the opposite, you're just kind of like, ooh, did I do something wrong? And well, I guess you wouldn't know unless you were there in the moment. So who knows? That's my side of the thing, and her side's probably different. It's all by perspective. She probably saw something that was not my intention. Like, she probably saw me walking behind her as a form of like, or walking past her like that as a form of like, hey, you get out of my way thing. But I waited until she walked past, way past. Like, I could have pushed my way through sooner when she was closer to the entrance of the baths and everything. But I waited until, the right level. I don't know. Crazy things, weird things, whatever things. Spent like 5 minutes on that. A bit of that, another thing. Sorry about that. Guess the video's gonna be a little bit longer than I thought it would be because of that. But we are gonna be doing a lot more videos. This is more of a catch-up sort of thing. Silly, funny story that happened with it. I did a short about the animals and stuff that I work with. A couple little clips from throughout the week that I kind of bit by bit, as I like always telling you peoples, I don't really try to put a lot of focus in my job and things and stuff like that. Some of the animals on the shorts and stuff are from animals I work with at my job, but at the same point, I love my work. I love what I do, and I'm going to keep things very respectful on that level with my work because, dude, working with animals is so much fun. It really is. I probably don't make as much as other people would. I'm pretty sure people know that, animal care and teaching and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff like that don't really make as much as the people programming and doing stuff with computers and so on, which is fine, supply and demand. We do want more of that stuff, but I love what I love, and I'm not changing up looking after animals and trying to do what I do for anything else. I found my happiness. I found my thing. So I don't want to lose that. But yeah, it's been great. And I'm going to be getting on with a couple friends playing some games. It's one of my friend's birthdays out there. So, because he lives way on the other side of this country, I'm going to play games with him. We're going to hang out, kind of do that as like a birthday thing for the homie, that kind of deal. And it's going to be a fun day. I'm very physically tired, I'm not going to lie, which is why there's been a shortage on videos and shorts. It's because out of the three things of the body, the mind, the body, and the spirit, the body be hurting. It be hurting. It's sore, tired, limbs a bit heavy at times. And then, especially at the end of the day and working real hard, couple times where you like feel a little lightheaded, a little tired kind of thing. Very simple exhaustion kind of stuff physically. Mentally and spiritually, strong on a rock right now, And so even though I'm physically tired and I'm talking about my job pushing and so on, I made those decisions. I decided I was going to come in. I decided I was going to do that 10-hour shift. No one forced me to. So that's why I'm physically worn down, but spiritually and mentally, I'm on point because all these extra hours, all this hard work, it's going to lead up to the money I need, bit by bit, step by step. I got a dream. I want that animal sanctuary, man. I want to be able to make a home for animals that are injured, animals that really shouldn't be out in the wild to begin with. There's invasive creatures out there. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to grab every single one and make a home for it, but the ones I can help, I would love to help. And then so use that as an education sort of thing. Talk to people about these animals, have a little bit of, showing them and stuff. Nothing big and scary. I'm not talking about like no zebras or anything like that. I'm talking more like reptiles, serpents, things like that you would see. Mammals, certain types of birds, avian species, stuff like that. Might be a section for like saltwater stuff, because there's the saltwater tanks and things out there. Be a wonderful way to talk about the oceans and corals and stuff. That's kind of what I'm looking at. That's what I would love to do. And that's a dream I ain't had since I was in my 30s. So probably why it's not there yet. I didn't start pushing for it until the last 5 years or so. But dude, I'm pushing for it. I am. And I hope y'all out there be pushing for your stuff too, you know? You got dream, you follow that dream. Sometimes it might take longer than you want. But 99% of whatever, with the whole gambling thing that you're talking about, I don't gamble. But they say 99% of gamblers give up before they make it rich. I say the same could be for people that really try to follow their dreams, that don't follow their dreams in the end. Usually when people get tired and stop what they're doing, it's right when they're about to get that break. So don't give up. Always keep pushing, no matter how hard it gets. And with that, I got plans. Hope you all do too. Be seeing you around. Another shorts and maybe a video tomorrow, depending on how it goes. It's my last full day of work before finally having a day off on Thursday. So Thursday, hopefully I'll have some more stuff up too. Thank you guys so much. I am at 1,300 subscribers. Y'all have been given so much love. He's been doing so many zoomies. So much love. Y'all have been so kind and so awesome. My animals and I are just super thankful. I don't think the animals know as much as I do about all that. Goodness, buddy. I don't know the animals know as much about all this that I do and stuff. I mean, my cat just sees me up here talking. My animals would wonder why a big old black square rectangle is in their face. It's a rectangle, not a square, sorry. That kind of stuff. But really, thank you guys. You were so very awesome. And I want you guys to know and remember that. You know, even when you're feeling down, I think you're awesome. So keep pushing. Keep going. Always find you a better day in the next day. With that, peace out.